couple of clumps of elephant garlic I'm going to pull apart and replant the clove. They've been through the cold winter, they've been frozen. They have a little tree growing in here. Got a feeling it's a Cornelian cherry. Gotta look at it close. Ooh, it's got some nice roots. Look at that. Taking my chances with this camera. Yeah, I'm not sure. Look at this monster. That is one monster elephant garlic clove. Nice root structure. It's going to be cool for the next couple days. Some rain coming in on Friday, a couple days from now. Be good for these. All right. Have that nice concave surface on the top. Build me a little swale here around my elephant garlic clove. When I have to water it, the water will soak in right there. Hold, soak. I've got sand I can get those carrot seeds planted. You see what I mean by soft. Look at that. Pushy. It does have a little bit of a green shoot coming out. We'll do an experiment. We'll plant them and we'll see. This one here's got good roots and this has got little ones. Plant that one front and center of the bed, right behind the door. Keep an eye on it. See if it'll grow some roots out of there. Spring onion babills from my grandma's onions. They're like a derivative of the Egyptian walking onion. And these little babills were put in this pail and they were frozen in the shed. They froze solid. And they're still good to be planted. Some of them are even already sprouting up little shoots. Look at that. So I'm going to plant a whole bunch of them. They'll turn into nice scallions in about a month. Little ones, and by the end of May, they'll be beautiful scallions. A few potato onions in here. They're hard too, even though they were frozen. Those are the type of plants I like working with. They can handle harsh conditions, like being frozen solid. And still begin to sprout and grow. This is sloping down to the sun side, and these will grow quick. Taking out the largest ones, the ones that have the most energy embedded into the bulb, the bill, they should take off. A lot of wind. I think it's a part of abrupt, irreversible climate change. You can blame it for whatever you want. The fact is, there's changes happening right now. And I'm going to think about it. I'm not caught unaware. I'm not going to worry about it either. I'm just going to think about it. Okay, well, we got this. Weather is changing. What am I going to do as it changes? Well, obviously, I'm going to be growing a lot of food, which, of course, gives me cause to not worry about the price of food in the grocery store because of climate change. But you know, there's a lot of people I can't stand thinking about something that they can't control. They got to control everything. If you can't control it, they ignore it. It's really nice to be outside, soaking up some sun, doing some planting, thinking positively about the future. The next couple of months I'm going to be harvesting these scallions. I like eating them just straight up raw. Sometimes I like pouring some salt on them. That's what my grandma did. I ate these onions when I was a little kid. She cleaned them and had them sitting in a jar of water, and you pulled it out, dabbed it in some salt that was on a plate or a bowl, in a bowl, and he ate it straight up. My grandma lived until she was 104. Trench right here. All the rest of them are going to go in that trench. Those will be for baby scallions. Even if the root structure is pointing up, the roots will start growing down, the shoot will curl up. Provide me with a quick meal. Woo! That's the mound I planted them on. I'm going to be planting carrots in there after I pull the scallions out. And these carrots are supposedly have the potential to grow 36 inches long. There's already a mound here. I'll probably build it up, give them a good spot where they can grow down, and I can dig them out. Rooted sticks in this little container full of sand. Of course, over the years there's been some soil mixed in there with it. I pulled them out. You can see there's roots on them. I think they're white willows. I will find out when they sprout their leaves. There they are, nicely planted. 3 little rows. This right here is a European mountain ash I've been nursing. Scant few of the sticks had very good root structures. Most of them just had a couple little bitty hairs coming out. Well, we'll see what happens. I really don't need to have 20 white willows. If I was going to keep Campton, I could had a place to plant them, but that ain't going to happen. Ramps. Look inside here, there's a little bit of water. Holding water for later when it's dry. See the red stalk? Pretty little picture. Container that I took the rooted willow sticks out of, and it's mostly sand. Spread that into this little trough that I made on the top of the bed that I planted the elephant garlic bulbs. They were clustered together, and I broke them apart. And I put them on this bed in a staggered fashion. And on top of this sand, I'm going to be planting carrot seeds, and I'll put a little bit of sand over the top. What that's going to do is it's going to define where the carrots are. And this is sharp river sand. It's going to stimulate those carrot seeds to sprout a little quicker. Look at this one. You ain't going to believe this one. Pusa, Sida, black. That's different. April 15th today. We're planting in the wind. This is more like enriched sand because there's been soil added over the years. I probably snagged this 7-8 years ago. I've been using it as a stick sprouting medium. The sand, the sharp sand, stimulates the sticks to grow roots. I'll interplant some onion seed in with those carrots. They're not going to shade out the baby carrots as they're sprouting up. Just a few. put them on the side with the lettuce, opposite of the leeks. Ooh, they're tiny. These I'm gonna have to be very careful with. Tiny little Tom Thumb peas. I'm gonna put them way on the edges, really close to the wood shavings. Their roots will help hold the bed in place. Beds look nice, and it feels nice when they're planted with seeds. Spring onions for breakfast. Oh yeah, look at that, come out really nice. Yeah, we'll put a gobo leaf in with our breakfast. Stinging nettle. And then looky here. There's a dandelion right here growing. Let's take some of those leaves too. All right. Parsnips that are in the way of progress making garden beds. Of course, they are a delicacy, especially if you bake them. Even the tops are edible. I'm making a line in the garden bed and I'm fixing it with sand because I'm planting carrots in that sand. Doing it in a serpentine pattern here just to make it interesting. I'm going to plant other crops, seeds, in the area where the carrots aren't. Both defining my carrot seed planting by knowing about the sand is here, and the sand is a stimulating feature, the sharp edges. Those carrots are going to send their roots down. I'm recycling the sand after many years of using it to root sticks, cuttings. Let's see if we got one more spurt of battery in here. The serpentine line are planted with carrot seeds. Along with it is fennel, leeks, peas, and radish. Outside the lines, in the lines, are those beautiful purple carrots, almost black. Look at that. Holy cow. Holy cow, look at that. That's a wrap.